students, I hope all of you are doing good. Let's start today's chapter, comparing quantities. After reading this chapter, you will be able to know about all these topics. Okay, so let's get started. Introduction. We come across comparing quantities in our everyday life. Use terms more than, less than, better than, worse than, etc. Also, we have learned in earlier classes greater than, less than for comparing numbers. For example, 50 is greater than 40. -7 is less than -2 and 100 gram is greater than 50 gram. Similarly, rupees 50 is smaller than rupees 100 and so on. Now we learn to compare quantities by division, okay, ratio. Generally, two quantities of the same kind are compared by either finding their difference or by division. When the magnitudes of two quantities with same units are compared by division, it is said to be the ratio of the two quantities. For example, the ratio of 50 centimeter to 3 meter can be obtained by first expressing them in the same unit, that is either both in centimeter or both in meter. Let us compare them by converting in centimeter. Okay, so 50 centimeter ratio 3 meter. So first we will convert them in equal units. Okay, so we will convert this into centimeter, so we will get 300 centimeter. Now we will find out the ratio of 50 centimeter to 300 centimeter. Okay, 0 0 goes, 5 ones are 5, 5 6 are 30. So the ratio is 1:6 or 1:6. Okay, the symbol is used to express, this symbol is used to express ratio and is read as is 2. How is it read? Is 2. That is 1:6 is read as 1:6. Similarly, the ratio of two numbers 25 and 100 is what? 25 ratio 100. 25 ones are 25, 4. So the ratio of these two numbers is 1:4. So two quantities in the ratio are called terms of the ratio. The first term is called antecedent and the second term is called consequent. It is to be noted that the order of two terms is important. The ratio 1:2 and the ratio 2:1 are two different ratios. These are not equal. Okay, so it is clear from the fact that 1:2 is 1/2 and 2:1 is 2/1. So obviously 1/2 is not same as 2/1. Okay, no more. Remember, the ratio is always written in simplest form and it has no units, right? Now, equivalent ratios. Different ratios can be compared with each other to know whether they are equivalent or not. Here first we write the ratios in fraction form and then compare them by converting them into like fractions. If the like fractions are equal, we say that the two ratios are equivalent. Let us see if it by the following example. Are the ratios 3:4 and 2:3 equivalent? So let's check out whether these two ratios are equal or not. Okay, 3:4 and 2:3. So we will write 3/4 equals to 2/3. Now what will you do? You will multiply both by 3. 9/12 and 2/3 multiplied by 4. So 8/12. Okay. Now 9/12 is greater, 9 is greater than obviously by 12, so 9/12 is greater than 8/12. That means 3/4 is greater than 2/3. That is, this ratio is greater than this ratio. Okay, so these are not equivalent ratios. Okay, remember, when a ratio is expressed in fraction, the first term of ratio, that is antecedent, should be in numerator and the second number of ratio, that is consequent, should be in denominator. Okay, let's do example 1. Find the ratio of 45 minutes to 3 hours. Okay, 45 minutes to 3 hours. Okay, both the units are not same. So first we'll make these units same. 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes. Then 3 hours is equals to 3 into 60. That is 180 minutes. Now the units are same. So we will find out the ratio of these two, 45/180. Okay, so 9 5s are 45, 9 2s are 18 and 1 0. 5 1s are 5, 5 4s are 20. So 1/4 or 1:4 is the ratio. Okay. No more. When we compare the ratios in like fractions when denominators are not same, take help of LCM to make the denominators same. Okay. Example 2, are the ratios 3:5 and 4:3 equivalent? Let's check this out. Okay, whether these two ratios are equivalent or not. Okay. So the ratio is 3:5 is 3/4, and we have to check whether these two fractions are equivalent or not. Okay. So denominators are not equal. So we will find the LCM of 5 and 3, and LCM of 5 and 3 is 15. So we will make denominator 15. We will multiply by 3, here also 3, 9 by 15. Then 4 by 3, we will multiply here by 5, here also 5, 20 by 15. These two are not equal. So these two ratios are also not equivalent. Okay, no more. Odds, as in gambling or in games, is expressed as ratio. Number 1, odd in favor is a ratio of favorable cases to unfavorable cases. Number 2, odd against is the ratio of unfavorable cases to favorable cases. If M are favorable cases and N are unfavorable cases, total cases are M plus N. Odd in favor is equals to M is to N. Odd against is equals to N is to M. Example, if in 10 trials of a game, 7 times a person wins game, then 3 times he will lose. Odd in favor of winning is 7 is to 3. Odd against the winning is 3 is to 3, right? 3 is to 7, okay? Next, to divide a given number in the given ratio. Example, divide 216 and the ratio 4 is to 5. Okay, you have given this number and we have to divide this number in this ratio 4 is to 5. Then what will we do? First, we will find out the sum of ratios. Okay, so sum of ratios is equals to 4 plus 5, that is 9. Okay, then first part, what will be the first part? First part is 4 out of 9 into 216. Okay, 3 2s are 18 and 3 4s are 16. Now 96. Now we have to find a second part. Second part is what? 5. 5 out of 9 into 216. Here also 24, and now the second part will be 120. So now we have divided this number in this ratio. So 96 and 120. Okay, no more. If n is asked to divide in ratio A to B, first part A upon A plus B into n. Okay, n is the number, and second part B upon A plus B into n. Okay, unitary method. Example 5. The price of 4 liter of petrol is rupees 240. Find the cost of 7 liter of petrol. Okay, 4 liter cost of 4 liter petrol is given, and you have to find the cost of 17 liter of petrol. So first you will find cost of 1 liter of petrol. Okay, so first you will write price or cost of 4 liter of petrol is what? Rupees 240. Price of 1 liter of petrol is rupees 240 divided by 4. So what will you get? Rupees 60. Now you have to find out the price of 17 liter of petrol. Now you know the price of 1 liter of petrol. Now it is easy to find the price of 17 liter of petrol. What will you do? You will multiply 60 by 17. Okay, so what will you get? 17 6 are 102. So rupees 1020 is the answer. Okay, let's do exercise 8.1. Find the following ratios in the simplest form. Okay, 45 kg to 36 kg, that is kilogram. 45 upon 36. 9 5s are 45, 9 4s are 36. So 5 is to 4 is the ratio, right? Next, another way of comparing quantities. Percentage. Percentage is a numeration of fractions with denominator 100. Thus 2% means 2 out of 100, which can also be written as 2%. How can we write 2%? 2 by 100, that is 2 out of 100, or you can also write as 0.02, right? Converting fractional numbers to percentage. To convert a fraction into percentage, multiply fractions by 100 and then write it as this sign, which is the sign of percentage. Okay, no more. Percent is a Latin word meaning per hundred. It is denoted by this symbol only. Okay, so example is 3 by 7. Express the following fractions as percentage. 3 by 5. What you have to do? Just multiply this fraction by 100. 5 2s are 10. Okay, 60. And what will you put here? This sign, which is the sign of percentage, right? Next, converting decimals to percentage. Example, convert the given decimals to percentage. You have to convert decimal into percentage. What will you do? Whenever you are converting a decimal or a fraction into percentage, you will always multiply by 100. So multiply it by 100. So you will get 60. 60 what? Percentage, right? Next, converting percentage to fractions or decimal. Convert the given percentage to decimals. Now percentage is given 10%. Now you have to convert this into decimals or fractions. So what will you do? Now you will divide by 100. To remove this sign, you will divide by 100. Okay, 0 0 goes, 0.1 is the answer. Now you will not put this sign, okay, because we are not finding percentage, rather we are finding a fraction or decimal. Similarly, 25%, 25 by 100. 25 ones are 25, 25 fours are 100. So 1 by 4 is the fraction and decimal is 0.25, right? Now let's do exercise 8.2. You have, in first question, what you have to do is convert the following fractions into percentage. 4 by 5, what will you do? You will simply multiply it by 100, okay? 5 2s are 10, 0. 80% is the answer, right? Next, use of percentages. Percentages are very helpful in comparison. Percentages are very much useful in real life. For example, Anu got 80% marks in examination. She saves 10% of her income. 60% of Indian population lives in villages, etc. Okay, converting percentage to how many? Example is, find 50% of 164. Okay, 50% of 164. 50 of means, you know, multiply. First, to remove this sign, to remove percentage, you will divide by 100. Then of 164. 0 0 goes, 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10. Now 2 8s are 16, 2 2s are 4. So 82. 50% of 164 is 82, right? Next, let's do exercise 8.3. Find 20% of 450. 20% of 450. So 20 by 100 into 450. 0 0 goes, 0 0 goes. 45 into 2 is 90. So 20% of 450 is 90. Okay. Now ratios to percent. Sometimes parts are given to us in the form of ratios and we need to convert them into percentage. It can be understood by the following examples. Example 13, convert the following ratios to percentage. Okay, so the ratio is 4:1. Okay, first what will you do? You will find out the sum of ratios. Okay, sum of ratios is equals to 4 plus 1, 5. Okay, so first part, what is the first part? 4 by 5 into 100. 5 2s are 10, then 80%. And second part is what? 1. 1 by 5 into 100. Okay, 20. So 20% is the answer. Okay. Next is increase or decrease percent. Example 11. The population of a town in the year 2005 was 2,10,000, and in the year 2010 it was 2,40,000. Find the increase percent. Okay, in 2005 the percentage was this, 2,10,000. Okay, and then in 2020 the population became 2,40,000. There is an increase in population, so we have to find the increase percentage. First we will find out how much of increase is there in population. Okay, so you will write increase in population. How are you going to find it out? Increase in population. you will subtract this from this. 2,40,000 minus 2,10,000 is equals to 30,000. Okay, so this is the increase in population. Okay, now you have to find the percent increase in population. So 30,000 and then you will write 2,10,000 into 100. Okay, 1 2 1 2 0 goes 1 2 1 2. Okay, so 300 upon 21. 3 ones are 3, 3 sevens are 21. Okay, so we will write this like this. 14 2 by 7% is there. Okay, so there is 14 whole 2 by 7 percentage increase in the population, right? Prices related to buying or selling of an item. You know, buying price of an item is called its cost price, and selling price is that for which item is sold. If cost price is more than selling price, that is the item is sold for less than what was bought for, there is loss, and loss is equals to CP minus SP, that is cost price minus selling price. Okay, CP here it is written cost price and SP is selling price. Similarly, if the selling price is more than cost price, that is if the item is sold for more than what it was bought for, then there is profit. In any transaction there is no loss on profit, then it is called at par. Okay, so therefore profit is equals to SP minus CP. We can convert the loss or profit into loss percent or profit percent. So let us look at the following example, but first no more. If in any transaction if there is no loss or profit, then it is called at par. Okay, loss and profit are always calculated on cost price, always remember that. Okay, now let's look at the example. A cycle was bought for rupees 1800, means the CP is rupees 1800, and sold for rupees 1600, means SP is rupees 1600. We have to find the loss and loss percent. Okay, see, he bought at 1800 and sold it for 1600. Clearly it is the loss because CP is greater than SP, so loss is there. So loss, how are you going to find loss? CP minus SP. So 1800 minus 1600. Okay, so loss of 200 rupees. Now we have to find out the loss percent. Loss percent is what? Loss upon CP into 100. Loss is 200, CP is 1800 into 100. 0 0 goes. 2 ones are 2 and then 9. 100 by 9, that is 11 1 by 9%, right? And here are formulas given to you for profit. Profit percent, how we find out profit percent? Profit upon CP into 100, and loss is loss upon CP into 100. Whether there is profit or loss, we always find profit percent and loss percent on CP. Okay, SP is equals to CP, then in bracket 100 plus profit upon 100, and then SP is equals to CP. If we have to find the SP, CP is equals to 100 minus loss upon my 100, loss percent, and then third CP is equals to SP, then in bracket 100 upon 100 plus profit percent, and if you have to find out CP, then CP is equals to SP 100 upon 100 minus loss percent. Okay, charges given on borrowed money or simple interest. Sometimes people don't have money to buy some expensive things such as house or cars, etc. For this, they borrow some money from money lending institutions such as banks. This money borrowed is called principal. Okay, the money we borrow is principal. This money would be used by the borrower for some time before it is returned. For keeping this money for some time, the borrower has to pay extra money to the bank. This is known as interest. This interest is calculated at some rate on the principal for the time period for which the money is kept. Then amount to be paid is calculated by adding principal and interest. That is, amount is equals to principal plus interest, which the borrower has to pay. Now, interest is generally given as percent for a period of 1 year, which is written as percent per annum. Okay, so 15% per annum means on every 100 rupees borrowed, rupees 15 as interest is to be paid for 1 year. Okay, Let's check out the example. If 15,000 rupees were borrowed for a period of 5 years at the rate of 10% per annum, calculate the interest and amount to be paid after 5 years. Okay, see, here what is the principal? The money which is borrowed. So the principal is rupees 15,000 at the rate of what? 10%. Rate is equals to 10% per annum, and time period is 5 years. So we have to find out the interest in amount. First, interest, formula of interest is P into R into T upon 100. Okay, principal is 15,000, rate is 10, and time is 5 years upon 100. Okay, 0 0 goes, 0 0 goes. So this is how much? 7,500. So this is the interest, 7,500. And so we have find out interest. Now we have to find amount. Amount is what? Formula of amount is principal plus interest. Amount is principal, which is 15,000 rupees plus rupees 7,500, which is interest. So total amount he has to pay is 22,500. Okay. In the above example, we have seen how to calculate interest for multiple years. The formula used for calculating interest for multiple years is this. Okay, no more. Percent per annum is read as percentage per annum, and simple interest is denoted by SI. S capital, I capital. Okay, interest is always calculated on principal, that is amount borrowed. Okay, there are many more formulas how to find out P. This is the formula if you have to find rate of interest, if you have to find time, or if you have to find amount. Okay, so this is the formula. Let's check out example 20. If an interest of rupees 90, okay, rupees 90 is interest, is paid for 2 years, time is 2 years, okay, and at 9% per annum, that is rate is equals to 9% for some amount borrowed. Find the amount borrowed. Okay, so here you will find out the principal. Okay, so let's check out the formula if you have to find out the principal. Oh, so this is the formula. P is equals to SI into 100, that is simple interest into 100 upon R into T. Simple interest is 90 into 100, rate is 9 and time is 2. 9 tens are 90, 2 5s are. So 500 is the answer, means rupees 500 was borrowed. Okay. Let's do exercise 8.4. By selling a TV for rupees 9,500, Rahul has a loss of rupees 1,000. What is the percentage loss and cost price of the TV? Okay. SP is given, which is rupees 9,500. Loss is given there, which is rupees 1,000. So we have to find out for CP. So what is CP? CP is SP plus loss, that is 9,500 plus 1,000. Okay. So it is 10,500. Okay, so this is the CP. Now you have to find out the percentage loss. Loss percentage is equals to loss upon CP into 100. Okay, so loss is 1,000, CP is 10,500 into 100. Okay, 0, 2 zeros, 2 zeros goes. Now 10,000. Or you can simplify it also, 1,000 by 105. 5 2s are 10, 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10. So 200 by 21. Okay, 200, you will divide 200 by 21. 9's 189, and then here 11. Okay, so what is the percentage? 9 whole 11 by 21%. So this is the loss percentage. Okay, students, now you will do practice of the remaining questions.